Hey guys, Ryan with... So for this dual review, I've got two games that are going to be battling it out. We're looking at brothers or sisters, depending on your call. Grand Theft Auto 4 versus Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm sure you read it in the title, but just to make sure you know what video you're watching. So, which one of these is better? First, let's get a 30-second review going for each one of these. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a very enjoyable game, however the online is still pretty much broken about 2 years after its release, which is a massive letdown. The heist mode is almost unplayable as you are not able to find players in most lobbies or they get kicked or quit. The campaign's cool, but I think the 3-character story was a little too much for them to handle as the writing is a little meh, but good dialogue and good gameplay. Crap! I'm dropping things! Come on! Phone. Come on, dude! What's going on? It's like witchcraft! Grand Theft Auto 4 was my first Grand Theft Auto as I didn't play the previous ones. This one is a very good game. It's a Mafia-style storyline, which has very strong characters, excellent dialogue, almost cinema-style cutscenes, where it just felt, it's a very mature title. The gameplay is on par. This is just excellent gameplay. The online mode works, the story's great, the dialogue is fantastic, even the characters are interesting. Definitely worth checking this one out, even if you have, yeah. So, which one of the two is better? Well, the fourth one. The fourth Grand Theft Auto is better than the fifth installment. Let me explain why. I put all butthurt aside due to the online mode not working properly. And I put all the butthurt aside that when you're in the clouds loading in the fifth one, for many players it changes their NAT code from open to strict while loading, so you're unable to find games while it's searching. I'm putting all that aside, all the butthurt, everything, I'm going to ignore that. Talk just positively about both games. I'm doing Xbox 360 versions, because I have the one version, but comparison reasons. So, Grand Theft Auto 5 has an interesting story, but I don't know if they were trying to make it more of a mature with less violence on purpose, trying to aim for a more mature audience. I liked the story in this, but as I have said numerous times, if I'm playing a video game, I hurt my thumb. I just heard it really bad again. As I've said many times, everyone I know has heard me say this. If I'm playing a video game, I don't want to race my fat son down the beach on bicycles to find out who's going to pay for his new TV. What? That is not a game. A game is shooting people. I want to do things in games that I don't do in real life. I can race an oversized individual on a bicycle to buy him something. I can raise people and gamble in real life. I don't need to do it in here. Now this one's storyline is much more engaging. A lot of people did not like this one, but I don't know why, because if you like Mafia films, you're going to like, I love Mafia films, and I love this one. This one's fantastic. Just has this undertone, this gritty, dark feel. They really embodied the underground sector of New York's Mafia very well. I loved it. And the progression through the story is fantastic. The progression in this, in the characters, is you can see it. It's very obvious, it's made known very well. However, the story's progression, not so much. The character progression is somewhat of you get more money over time as you make bigger and bigger heists. However, that's really it. The only progression that you get is you're able to buy more expensive things, and it's cool to see the different things, but other than that, you can't do it. As with Michael is the only interesting story in this entire thing. Really. As I love Franklin as a character, however, I hate his personality. He's constantly down-talking everyone. I gotta get out of the ghetto. I've gotta become something more. But continuously deals drugs and shoots people. I mean, he's not really trying to go anywhere. He's not making any changes or anything. He's just claiming he wants to, but really doesn't want to. Now that embodies a lot of people, but I would rather not. I would rather do something fun in a game. Then you have Trevor. Trevor is interesting. His introduction was fantastic, but that was really it. He sort of sombered out through the story as he became less of a insane what's he gonna do and more of a comic relief. As in the beginning, it was almost unnerving. It was sort of an uncomfortable, wow, he's really intense because he's crazy. And it turns out just being sort of a comedic, he's a hipster without trying to admit he's a hipster sort of thing. But then you got Michael. Michael is a fantastic character. I would have loved if the entire game, instead of having 3 characters to switch between, just Michael would have been fantastic for me. As Michael has a family that hates him, he's trying to make it work. Mentally, he knows that he's not a good person, but he wants to get past that and fix himself. He has a degrading marriage, his wife is cheating on him, and I actually did what I thought the game should have done. As in the beginning of the game, I kept him well-groomed, I made him look nice, shaved face, short hair, but as his wife left and family left, I actually took it upon myself to make him grow more of 5 o'clock shadow, let his hair shag out because he doesn't care about himself as much. That actually improved the game for me, seeing my character change. As the other characters were normal, as I dressed them the way they should be, Michael I made kind of look like he was going through a depression sort of thing, and that actually improved the game for me, as I like seeing the character change. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you only have one character, which is Nico Bellic, an immigrant coming to New York City to live with his cousin. I loved, as the game gives you subtle hints to do things differently, and it worked very well, as through the game, you not only get more and more money, you also change the way you look. And not hair or anything, as the customization was much weaker in this one than in the 5th one, and in the 3rd one, actually. You begin going to like these little Russian, little $10 stores, getting old jeans, used jackets and stuff. And then over the course of the game, you end up doing more missions where you're required to wear a fitted suit, matching pants, a button-up, a tie, and things like that. And I thought that was really cool the way they did that. But not only is your character changing, through the game, you're getting... Okay, everyone is going to say that they hated this. I loved the phone calls in the game. Like, I mean, yeah, Roman was a little, but he was funny. I liked talking to him. Most people just remember him calling and saying, "Hey, cousin, why not we go bowling or something?" And something like that. And it annoyed everyone, but for me, I thought it was great because I knew that there was dialogue behind it. So what that meant was, if you agreed to go with him, you would go with him, go bowling, but the drive there and the drive home, wow. He opened up. They would converse with each other and share these deep thoughts they have about America and all this stuff about being an immigrant and moving here and just giving up what they lived in before to what they have now. And it was just fantastic writing. It was great. The writing on this one was amazing. And throughout the game, you progressively increase your friendship with certain people and you have to deny other people. So you see your character being treated in a certain way, in which way you develop your character. As some friends are like, yeah, I got your back, don't even worry. But then some guys are like, you blew me off. I don't think I'm going to like you that much. It's seeing that happen to your character really made me care about him, and it was fantastic to see. Where the other one, Michael's the only one that has that. That's the problem. However, gameplay-wise, I think I'm going to have to lean on this one just because it is an improved version of this one. Although on the next-gen version, there's a first-person mode, which is awful. It's very cool, yes, but... Hang on, hold on. I just sneezed, sorry. First-person view in the next-gen version of Grand Theft Auto 5 is very poor. It's very, very poor. It's fantastic. I applaud them for doing it. That's an amazing job. It's a huge technical thing to overcome. However, it is not good. It's impossible. If you do not have the auto-aim, the game is broken. If you do not have auto-aim, it's broken. And it's at a point where their animations are so fantastic that it's actually proving problematic for the gameplay. As if you're running in a direction and have to stop and turn to shoot someone, you actually have to pause, wait for the camera to zoom in, and wait for the camera to get around with the animation, which slows everything down. Where this one doesn't look as good running, where the animations are clearly not as well animated. Well, as this one's just improved, so this one will have better animations. But the animations this one are worse, however, it's more responsive, and that's what you need in a game. Whether or not it looks realistic, you need responsive controls to make excellent gameplay. I want to choose this one. The ragdoll's better in this one, however, the bullet impact is better in this one. It's tough. I mean, ragdolls hang on to stuff in this one. They don't at all in this one. I've never seen someone hold something in this, ever. Where this one, it's much better. But the gameplay, I still choose this one just because it's a little bit more responsive in some cases, and they sort of implemented the Mad Max theory of the control system. It's not there, it's not Mad Max at all. Mad Max was good. The animations are getting in the way. But yeah, this one's smoother, but this one's more responsive, so really it's a sacrifice thing in this case. Graphics and sound, of course, this one's better. The world is better in this one. Everything, cosmetically, is better in the fifth one than the fourth. But, I don't know, the fourth just had... I don't know. The cities both have excellent personality, but... I don't know. We have yet to see DLC from the fifth one. I hope they do something good. They introduced new characters in this one, which I thought was great. I think that would kind of hinder this one, as this one already has so many characters in it. So I think they would have to do something previous to them meeting or something. I don't know, I would hope. But something more action, I would hope. Because this one just released more and more violent DLC, where I hope this one does something like that, because the campaign was lacking. But those are my opinions on both of these games. What are your opinions? If you have one, share it, please. We would love to hear what you have to say, if you agree with me or not. So, I am going to say Grand Theft Auto 4 is the better Grand Theft Auto. Cosmetically and the open world, this one, but gameplay and story is this one. Those are my ideas, my thoughts, my opinions. Like the video, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever you want. See you guys in the next video. Ryan with Reviews from the West. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Reviews from the West on Facebook. Join our community. We have a little one, but it's getting started. Yeah. See you guys in the next video.